I'm just going to say it. This is highly, highly controversial. People will argue with me till the cows come home. I hope those cows get home pretty fast. But I'm just going to make a bold statement. If you follow the group, pay attention to how we source, you basically have free, unlimited inventory. And your return on investment is giant. You have unlimited free inventory. Now, I'm not talking about the trick of, well, find things around your house or consignment, friends and neighbors that you sell on consignment for. All of that's free inventory. Well, you paid for the items in your house, but those are called sunk costs. In accounting terms, SUNK, sunk costs. You can't count those. You didn't buy them to resell them. That cost is not part of your business, and you didn't use business money to buy them. So they were free. You have to add them to your inventory. When it comes to the accounting for those items, you didn't pay anything for them. Now, I'm not talking about items around your house. I'm not talking about things people give you to sell for them. I'm not talking about things you find on the street corners. We find things in people's yards that they're throwing away all the time around this neighborhood, and we sell them for money. I just sold a pair of ice skates a week ago that were just lying there. Of course, this is Tulsa, Oklahoma. There's not a lot of ice skating around here, but great. Thank you for throwing those away. They were fine, and my buyer's happy. I'm talking about doing everything in the group. You have free, unlimited inventory. I will qualify the term free. Okay, you have to pay something for some of your inventory. Something. But the return is so huge, it's statistically free. We're not like those Amazonians who think they're really being sexy with RA, spending tons of money to make a tiny, tiny ROI. Now, they're very consistent. They can scale. I think I'm going to stop giving them that benefit of the doubt. It's a very scalable business. It's really not. It's very scalable if you want to hire a bunch of people, if you want to lock up a bunch of money, if you want to be searching all the time for new replens to replace the old. I know I'm stepping on people's toes. I don't care anymore. I don't care. The reality is, if those people put as much effort into eBay as they do into Amazon, they'd be making so much more money with so much less investment. That's my statement. I'm sticking to it. You have virtually free, unlimited inventory. If you're pretty new to the group and you don't really like the idea of garage sales and things like that, asking neighbors, I never ask neighbors for consignment items. I just tell them what I do. And the better the home, when I'm in a friend's home, the nicer the home and the nicer the items I see, the more likely I am to bring up what I do for a living. I sell items for people who need the room and want the money and can't find a better way to get maximum value for their things that they don't want anymore, something like that. Just casual conversation. They're always wanting me to sell their stuff. You can get unlimited free inventory if you do everything on consignment. Look for items on the street corners that people are throwing away in your neighborhood. Just drive around on trash morning. You'll find a lot of stuff. A lot of you sexy FBAers that do retail arbitrage in the clean retail Walgreens environment, you're not going to like that. I don't want to look at someone's trash, but I don't know. Every man has a price, and I've got my price. It's a giant return on investment without me spending any money, basically, to get it. It's statistically free, unlimited inventory. What do I mean by unlimited? You ask anyone that's been in this group for very long and ask them, do you have any inventory that you haven't listed yet? And they're going to go, do I? I'm so behind. I just can't list fast enough. I've got a mountain of unlisted inventory. I've got to get to it. And old Greg's over here saying, list, list, list. List more, list more, list more. List more items, you make more money. List more items, you make more money. List more items. That's my mantra around here. But they don't keep up. They've got mountains of inventory. I do too. I just don't admit it all that often. I am just flooded with items that right now friends and family are just loading on me. And I'm buried under mountains of unlisted inventory, but I'm doing my best. I don't just let them sit. I really do my best to list all that I can. So there are implications with free, what I'm calling free, because even the items, if you go out every summer, if you learn just a few things, watch a few of our sourcing videos. I tell you a lot about sourcing. Watch some of our sourcing videos, and you go out to garage sales 2 months a year. Maybe it's dead winter. Maybe you've got more winter than summer. You've only got 2 or 3 months that people around you have yard sales and garage sales. You learn a little bit about what we teach about sourcing. I don't do comps on everything. That would be that would be almost as bad as doing replens. Almost. I'm talking about if you were to go out a month or two just knowing what you learned from the group and do all of your buying then, you're going to have mountains of unlisted items that will bring you giant returns. And you don't really have to source the rest of the year. I mean, you really don't. It's just unbelievable how much people just give away. Just unbelievable. And yeah, I mean, at a garage sale, when they're selling something for $1 or $2, that's worth $50, $100. That's giving it away. I mean, it's free. It's the $1 or $2, $5 for $100. That's just a rounding error. It's just zero. It's zero. It's free, unlimited inventory if you learn what many of our members know. Part 2. This is so critical. If you will accept my premise that we have free, unlimited inventory, if you will accept that, I wouldn't lie to you. A lot of you know me pretty well. I don't lie to you. I don't. With the truth about myself and about this business. Yeah, I brag about myself all the time on my wall. If all of you aren't friends with me, just personal friends on Facebook wall, ask to add me. I want to have more friends on Facebook. You'll see that all I do is talk about myself and brag about myself, but it's also ridiculously funny. It's just for jokes. It's obviously all just joking around. I don't go around truly bragging about myself. I really don't. I do the opposite. I don't kind of go through imposter syndrome my whole life. Everything that I do, that everyone says I do well, I pretty much don't think I do. So I'm not bragging whenever I say that. I mean, I'm not lying to you whenever I say we basically have free, unlimited inventory. You can source a couple or 3 months a year. You'll have all the inventory you can list the whole year. You better have a lot of storage space because you're going to come home with a lot of things for virtually nothing. Compared to the value, you're going to sell it for virtually nothing. And remember, the buyer pays all shipping. We don't give away shipping. We don't get free shipping. Don't give your buyers free shipping. It won't make a difference in your sales. It won't, with very rare exceptions that I've talked about before. But on the type of items I'm talking about here, it'll make no difference. Charge calculated shipping on everything. Don't lose money on shipping. If you offer free shipping, if you believe eBay is one of their few lies where they say, oh, free shipping, that'll really help your sales. You're going to have to make up that cost in your sales price. You're going to have to charge more for the item than everyone around you. And in the search results, it's going to look like you're charging a lot more for some reason because you have to make money. The problem with free shipping for most items is if you get a return, you're really out money. Even for the price we pay, which is basically nothing, free, unlimited inventory, mountains of it. If you've been in this group for a while, ask people, ask members who have been here how easy it is to find things to resell. That's never the problem. The problem is, how do I find enough time to list everything? Well, if you're messing around still trying to make your 7% scalable FBA work for you, and you're spending a lot of time there and you're hiring people and all that, trying to scale that up so that you can make a little money there, trying to make overall some money, well, you're not going to have time to list everything that you can make giant returns on with eBay. Okay? Gloves are off from this point forward. I don't care if people in this group sell on Amazon. I don't care. I would not be doing you a service if I didn't just tell you the way it is. And the way it is, you have free, unlimited inventory, and the return is tremendous. Here are the implications of that. Most of you, even those of you who understand now, you've been in the group long enough, you've got 14 mountains of inventory that you haven't listed yet, and you've done it the way that we teach. Even those of you haven't turned the next corner, and that is turning what you're listing into a huge return. I'm still finding that a lot of you aren't taking low enough offers or making low enough offers. A lot of you see an item, let's say that you find at a garage sale, you pay $2 for a 4-head VCR DVD combo unit that records onto DVDs and things like that. And a lot of garage sales, they'll just almost give those away because they don't think anybody wants them. Even though a lot of people do, because they're not making those anymore, and a lot of people want those. And it's worth $99. You could list it for $99 and accept an offer for $95 tomorrow, and it would be sold. $2 into $95. Like if you bought something last weekend, let's see, 8 days ago, it's Monday morning now, say a week, 2 weekends ago. If you bought something at a garage sale a week ago Saturday, 9 days ago, and you sold it and you bought it for $2 and you sold that VCR combo for $95 today, that return on investment, it's not 2 to 95 because all returns should be annualized. All returns should be annualized. So that's not like I don't know what the return is on that. It's huge. But then you have to take 9 days, find out how many 9 days. Let me do this real fast. I'll just do it in front of you and show you how to do this. 360, accounting, you always use 360 days, never 365. I don't know why. Divided by 9, 40. You have to take the return of 2 into 95 and multiply that times 40 to get a true ROI for the year. You need to annualize your ROI to know what it really is. Otherwise, how do you know? So what if you only make a 25% return on an item that you held for 6 months? Okay, let's just do it that way. You only make a 25% return on your money. Only. I say only because all of you FBAers out there, you're going 25% return. I like that. Well, we don't. It's way too low for eBayers. Way too low. And I still sell things on Amazon. Not much, because I like to sleep at night. But anyway, if you make, what did I say? 25% return, and you've held an item for 6 months, that's not a 25% return. That's a 50% return. You need to annualize that. If it takes you 6 months to make 25% on an item, well, that's an annualized return of 50%. The only way you can compare that against the stock market return of whatever it is now, I don't know what it is. I'll just say 9%, okay? You're making 100% return. No, 25. You're making 50% return on your money this way on that item versus a 9% return in the stock market because all returns are annualized. So I need you to, for part 2 of this, understand that your annualized return is what's important. Point number 3 that I sort of hinted at a while ago. I think most of you don't take a low enough offer for most things. I really do. What if you bought a $2 VCR? It'll probably sell for $99. Someone offers you $95. If someone offers you $95, you'll take it. And some goofball comes along and offers you $72 for that VCR. You're not going to take that. Why not? Why not? That's an incredible deal. Well, because you can get 100 for it. You can get closer to 100 for it. Yeah, when? Oh, maybe real soon, the way I was saying. Maybe real soon. Maybe not. A lot of you have some real good profit items. You've been given a few offers before, but you're thinking, now I can do better than that. That's my little tucked away profit center right there on shelf. And you just let it sit and sit because you're going to get a better offer one of these days or someone's just going to pay full price. Not me. I'll take that $72 in a heartbeat. Why? Because I have unlimited free inventory and so do you. You don't understand the importance of accepting offers. Accept. Even the ones that are slightly too low, little too low, maybe marginally too low. Maybe it's getting into the area of I really don't want that offer. Why not? You have zero cost unlimited inventory. You need to get that money in. You need to get those goods off your shelf. You need to make room for more because you have a mountain of goods you've got to sell. You've got to start thinking in terms of cash flow because that's where the money is. And every time I start loosening up I find myself doing that too once in a while. I'll start tightening up and thinking, I know I can get more for that. And then it sits there another month or two and I think, wish I'd taken that offer. I know I'm going to sell it at the price I want eventually, but wish I'd taken that offer 2 months ago because I would have the money. Well, why would you want to give something away for 72 that you know people will pay 99 for? Because that $72 goes in your pocket and you didn't pay anything for it. Statistically, your overall cost of goods sold is zero. It is. Argue all you want. I'll win the argument. It's statistically zero. Given everything that you do, if depending on everything factored in, the cost is nothing. And every single member of this group, if you just watch a few sourcing videos, you will find what every other member already knows, and that is you will have mountains of stuff that you've got to list. I've got to get to that. I've got to get to that. I've got to get to that. I've got to list. And all I say is list more, list more. You want to make more money, list more. Well, there's a part two to that now, and that is you got to loosen up on your offers. You've got to start taking lower money. You've got to. Why wouldn't you? Your inventory is free. In other words, what if you didn't have this business and someone just said, I'll give you $72 if you'll accept it. And you'll go, no, I want to wait for someone to come along and give me 99. That's what you're doing. You are doing exactly that. No, I don't want your 72. I'm going to wait for 99. Okay, you'll wait a while. Why don't you want their 72? Because you're going to have another VCR in its place here in a week or less, or you've already got 3 that you haven't listed, or you've got a bunch of things that aren't VCRs that you haven't listed that'll bring you $99. What is your problem? Loosen up on your offers. You're going to find that you start accepting lower offers than you're right now comfortable doing. You're going to make so much more money. So much more. It is a snowball effect. It is incredible. First of all, when eBay sees that you can handle higher sales because you're accepting more offers and you're still shipping on time, eBay will raise your account up in the search engine. Every time you do anything a little better than you used to on eBay, their bots, their AI, they are watching everything. They reward sellers they can trust. They know they can trust you if you make a few more sales and you still ship everything on time and still have good feedback and still get just as low of returns and so on. So you're going to get more and more and more sales. As a matter of fact, it's incredible how many more sales you start getting at full price. The more that you accept, a little lower offers than you're used to. So the next time someone comes up to you on the street and says, I'll give you $50, don't say I really want 60. Okay? There's an old adage that says, anytime someone puts money in your palm, the first thing you do is close your fist. Grab that money. That's rule number 1. Grab that money. So the next time someone on the street says, I want to give you 50, don't say I need 60. Take the 50, which means in eBay terms, take that offer. So what if it'll bring 60? So what if you know it'll bring 60? You just listed it 4 days ago and you know it'll bring 60. Take the 50. eBay's going to see you're accepting more offers. eBay's going to give you more search engine as long as you ship on time and the whole bit. Your return rate is just as good as before. You got free returns, immediate shipping, same day's best, but I know a lot of you fear same day, and you shouldn't because you make so much more money. So you do 1-day shipping. Some of you fear 1-day shipping, and you shouldn't because you make so much more money. What are you in this business for? Are you in it to make money, or are you in it just to be comfortable and, be able to go to the movies anytime you want without worrying about having to ship today? I don't know. I'm in this business because it's a business. And we also know in this group, and I've shown you before several times, a lot of you who are new, I understand, same-day handling time does not always mean same-day handling time. Matter of fact, it often means up to 4 days handling time. You're going to have to search for that video. You have free unlimited inventory that people just want to give you money for. Why do you, whenever you loosen your grip on those, I've got to have close to the price I think it's worth? No, you got to have money and you've got to have sales if you want more money and more sales. And this is how to do it. And these are the implications of a free unlimited inventory. You can accept. What if Amazon, all of you doing replens, what if Amazon started allowing offers and you have a replen for $13 and someone wants to offer you 11? Do you take it? You can't. Your return isn't large enough to do that on Amazon. You can't do that. The concept isn't even valid. It doesn't work at all. But if you paid zero for that and someone wants to put $11 in your pocket, yeah, you'll do that. You'll do that here. What if someone wants to put $6 in your pocket? I'd be pretty inclined to take 6. I'm almost to the point where I'll take just about anything. Almost. I don't want people to get away with theft. If they offer $4 for a $99 VCR that I paid $2 for, I'm not going to look at that as I doubled my money. I'm going to look at that as I'm not going to help encourage this. But, $40 for that $99, I don't know. I think I'm in the mindset I might just take it because I'm finding my free inventory, I just churn inventory right and left, and sales just keep going up. And my income, my sales per quarter just keeps going up, and my annual salary, my annual business income, because I pay myself a salary, which I pay myself a very low salary. I love subchapter S corporations. I just pay myself virtually nothing and pay virtually no personal taxes. And my income just retains a bunch of earnings. And there are funny ways about taxing retained earnings with subchapter S corporation that my accountant knows all about. And I just don't pay taxes. Basically, I don't pay taxes. Free unlimited inventory means you need to start accepting more and more offers. You need to. You will thank me for this after 3 months. You're going to go, I don't even know mathematically how this works. You're going to go, I can't understand. How is my income so much higher when I'm accepting so many lower offers? It's because you have unlimited inventory that's free. Your ROI is so giant. That's how you increase your income, is to take more offers, not to hold out for twice that you can get in 7 months. That's not what you do when you don't pay for inventory. When you pay for inventory, you have to, or you'll never make any money. And you got to tie up a bunch of money. You got to have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in inventory to make anything. If you do a scalable selling platform that scales real easily, you've got to hire workers. You've got to spend so much money getting more and more inventory there all the time because per item you're making such a low ROI. It's outrageous to me why people do that. Outrageous. When so much less effort, you make so much more. With free, unlimited inventory, you have to start getting that money faster. You have to. You'll really thank me. Just try it. All of you doing inventory finding things the way we say, please just try it for 3 months. You're going to feel like, I know I'm going to start losing money at this whenever I take these lower offers. Try it. In 3 months, you're going to look at your eBay sales total. You're going to go, I've never seen that number that high in my life. It's great. You have to do this.